Morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. It depends what part of the world where you find yourself. Ibrahim, of course, beautiful day there. Comrade Kota is with me. Cashbox Day with me today. Of course, on March 27th, 2023. Today on March 27, 2023. You know, Salon people, like how we always tell now, man, be able to go. We strongly believe, say, man, be able to go. The only question we'll get, and we need answers. I to go. And that's the big question. But man, be able to go. And we know, say, we get for go vote. And the people get for exercise their rights for vote. Man, be able to go. You know, you see, some people, but before we go deep into all of this, let's just refresh ourselves there. You know, by the way, Cashboxing Daddy, if you be there live, they like today in birthday, March 27th. So, outside day, they like today, Papa God, we know, say, they watch over and boy picking, they look, I say, hey, they say, I don't suffer for nothing, Papa God. You know, all through the hard times, that small way people forget. Tell me, Bobo, I put it in mind. I say, hey, there is a lot more you can do for yourself. You can do better pass out me as a daddy do. Because you, they get the opportunity. The world where they live is going to be a global village, my Bobo. Tawa, do everything you could. It is suffer, it's struggle. You go pay that lesson fee for like Cashbox, go learn accounting, like go learn economics. They like today, not day. But to God on this day is watching over his son, and in Pekin is proud of him, Papa, where he gets. He understand now, waiting be happy in those days, how the country, the system fail in parents them. And not saying daddy be want to do everything where daddy for do for a big Pekin, but he not be get the wherewithal, he not be get what he take because the society destroy the opportunities of young man Elekam. So we know society they like it, rest in peace, they continue for rest in eternal peace because they're looking picking them, and see they all long come out for come out, and to God in this day is a happy father. I think the most important thing in that one day. So one for say again, Cashbox will not be there, but today me go take this opportunity again for wish you condolence. You know, my sympathy to you and the family and the loss of both of your parents, you daddy and your mama, and more especially you papa de like today, where is the proud man who say they watch you, you know, say yes, me Pekin represent me very well. He's proud of you, my brother. So we just want to take this day out for wish Cashboxing Daddy again. You know, the family, you know, my sympathy, and let them continue for pray and continue for get strength and believe, say, there is a time for everything under the sun. You know, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it did it very clearly. There's a time to be born and there's a time to die. You know, it is very clear. So we don't say no to, we're not kind of this dunya for forever. No matter waiting. Waiting important is that the mark will get for left. Waiting that the legacy will get for left. When people say, Mr. Sanko, where the member I am, waiting and get for member about time. That's the most important thing. And waiting and go member, they're looking picking them, they're looking seed. They say, hey, Cashbox, they look your other sister, they look the family around, they don't say yes. That man was a good man. You know, he left in legacy in this dunya and in seed show. You know, so it's a beautiful day. We tell God thank you for your life. We tell God thank you for everything. You know, come here, I don't know if you want to rub much small before I move further.
Yeah, Ibrahim, you know, when there's a person, he don't die in soul, the rest in peace. Now you picking the way left. You see them become fruitful in their life. You see, not to say they see that thief man, not to pursue the, not to pursue the kill people, not to drug in the pan, not to pursue the pass or bala panam. You know, if you go to watch them film, when they see the story goes, they come around them in holes, they smile, they engrave, in soul the rest in perfect peace. You know, they continue for pray. Let God make in both in prayer, the mama and papa, let them soul continue for rest in perfect peace because Ibrahim, death is inevitable. All that who can wait for that is world. What thing can wait for? Maybe not for die. Wait for that will born you. Now die don't you wait for now. It they catch up with you one day. But when person die, you see in family we left behind, they do well. In beginning become a very fruitful body in a salon. If it is a low economy, they go like I go so almost see in predict them. He talk them. You see if they dominate that money, that's so the year for happen. You know, would a proud person go proud for say Nami but that can begin if he been there alive, we don't die so in soul still go because you know say at least what's in Pekin suffer. What's in suffer for Pekin, at least in Pekin no go in younger Pekin also suffer that suffer the Ibrahim na eme couldn't assure me the talk. The pain we go through, we don't let people let Pekin and go through that pain or grab Pekin and go through that pain because the foundation of our Pekin and so that they don't Pekin and no can suffer what we suffer. That make the talk so because they say who feels it knows it. So you know, as we see, it depend on that, but the memory is still the reign because in Pekin, we Eric has spoken, they say, you know, what and call him papa name, that name papa so in him they left in a good footing because some person when they call him, when they call him, what about that Pekin? That's when papa is because they say picking a reflection of a parent, picking a reflection of the home you come out. We picking watch, we picking the behave, watch out. Now we're picking the go out of character. One picking the common a good home, they become something, but most picking a reflection of what they see that they home there, and they do that street. Now make I remember opening small we tell me the born if you do something, let's say you cause that neighbor like beat you left you, but if that neighbor beat you, well, you don't know because the family is there for so long to discuss on the street. So what don't say it works like a reflection of it that day. My reflection of your family will come out and make it become a very good, meaningful person will contribute very well to Saloon.
And society at large. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. You know, you see, Comrade Nkashi, we'll talk about this thing there. Today, we see the society will get. The beautiful thing is this now fast month now. So you know they are Mami course again at social media. But these are the same people. They pray 5 daily prayer now, fast month and they fast all. Then they pray, then they hope for say God go forgive them. Allah go give them mercy. You know? But these are the same people who go come back after the first month, come back. Then begin cost them back to social media. We don't get a society, we don't get no morals anymore. And God make us box not come out, you know, that kind of a family day. When they feel say that kind of thing in a team way, you know, we all go tell God thank you. When the family will come up, they read that kind of thing, we want to grow up. You tell person self say get out, now beat. Let alone now to the point where we're ready to society, not get no moral values. But we thank God for the life of everybody. We thank God for the life of our brother Cashboxer and Daddy Naya and the family. All right. But you see, you know, comrade, and I would talk and say over 270,000 names deleted from the voter register. 30 days, we don't know what's in there happen. But you know, they say Africa, then get this way they call walking behind the scene. Now the most lazy lie down the way politicians and the get of citizens in Africa for let people at school. There, Kashi, I listen to your message again Friday or so. Where you talk about the message of people have for your reader for let the at school. Now we remember, you know, we don't want to make this about any person, but when Judge Fisher, Reverend Fisher, did that verdict, people then die. Some man take it up well they them high blood pressure. All kinds of happen in that country because of waiting. When the one way for they tell people in the school for prepare them. So that we tell where anything will happen, where it be say, now the reality of what they look at, where the people for be prepared and in a position where they know, so okay, we don't know this thing, we don't expect this thing. At least, you know, it don't go shock them bad one. We will cause death immediately for some people. They go to the hospital and go forget meet them. People already talk the truth, you know, with the Kobara. 270,000 names deleted from the voter register. No meaningful action. The same way where the neck come out can talk publicly, now the same way neck for Kabak can clear to the rest of the public for say, hey, yes, the two also will be delete some names them, now be misunderstanding, but then names they will not restore them back. They all then at the voter register. All of these people get for me for vote. If matter be the go, now people get for go vote. The people get for vote, now the numbers that they get for use for the election. We know how Salon election day. The south of Sierra Leone and the southeast, more specifically so, we know say it's predominantly occupied and dominated by the SLPP as a political party. We know say the western area, that the other opposition political parties in the Sheba. We know say the north, other opposition political parties in the Sheba inside it. But the south and the southeast, we know say the division in Obokure, the SLPP gets her. That day we know say over the years, that's what the result on the go. So we are exercising caution. I would exercise caution. We call people attention for understand, say, hey, that small area where we get all the control as the opposition. Let we make sure so we protect people the right for vote and register. Now we see under 18 there. People already under 18, they're not even for register. When they go for go get birth certificate, they say the yellow one. When they go get the yellow one, they say the blue one. Now so then then that country, there are hundreds of thousands of them, young people. We know say the population of Sierra Leone.
I'm sorry for cutting you. The under-age women, for example, in the northwest and western area.
Thank you.
Or don't you say that the southeast people then they confess it now see then 16, but they say they for register. What you say that the tooth machine in the southeast, then they go register and net. When at the western area and not, then they say the machine internet not the or fair not the. Who don't see all that then the tooth machine. So we say the advantage now the north and northwest, Ibrahim. We say this year, we talk about it all fruitless endeavor. You can nobody no can see. Well, them I was in the talk that too. You know, Ibrahim, they don't build the society, they don't kick people that they not as they for granted. They don't build them for let them believe in lies. Ibrahim, I tell you something. We always say, man, I build the go. Ibrahim, Madam, you hide the go. Now, in me, no, the people tell people there. Because all the for me, president left power, what he government for go. They think he right, people go and the one alone. But how if for go? If like when you need to drive it, then go buy car, then give you, like then give you brand new Range Rover. If you need to drive it, you need to drive it. We the people like not only a driver, we not just passenger. We not just passenger. The driver they not refuse for car and drive this vehicle for long get a proper no longer accept that road. Because something that happens, Ibrahim, we get 90 days to elections. We don't see all kind of cheap, some low politics. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. Madam, really, we will agree. We don't stand like happy 5 years. And not too happy, not too say let go. Now what they do, then they can't move. But now we don't talk about say people at the age Madam, but Madam get chance for you. Equally, we begin to people like that. Because because people like what people like that got hurt. What is expecting? Just boss man and boom. See, this person don't win. Like 2018, nobody divided by the some president. How you go? Ibrahim, 270,000 people for common voter registration. Next year 250. But we understand that 270. Today, nobody asked one question. They will say behind the scene. Ibrahim, politics also behind the scene. Politics not to say that secret society for say we go na porobo so na for say if you know to manage Sunday. Politics is for inform the people who supposed to be informed and then consistently we don't see a audio where the operation man and they talk say then nobody force them for the change. Nobody force them for the change. Then the conduct election done the other against different sector. Imagine nobody ever come to that statement. We don't say people that don't attack the partners. Emasidamina attack the EU ambassador. Sylvia Blady attack the police high commissioner. Nobody talk about it. The APC is an organ constitution where they get now everybody get a leader. Then the deputy leader and the leader of the APC. Now the deputy now they don't image now equally double as the leader of the proportional parliament. Where most of them say if we don't be the past, then get an executive. Ibrahim, while listening to for this morning, I follow them, I watch their life, I see Napoleon. If you ever see Napoleon, they talk. You mind the baffle. Because we really talk the SFP, what in the man they guarantee when it's not how we make the official in the real election, because what they are saying from them, only that when I'm at you, we everything you the talk, what in the one we know we get the alpha can they everything is again the talk. The confidence when they get say they are going to win, everything that's not really talk to that. You the begin wonder, because we don't say what in man you get for offers and look bullet. If you really go to the top, but equally, you see, man, I didn't make you what I did not. We need to secret Brian. We see that Cambia. I watch an analysis of this is the 1941. Now, I say, a hope for my MP who is served for 10 years on the APC. They are almost on to Madabio. Now, Cambia district. Or if you can't, don't begin they make. NDC councillors them, they go and Cambia district. Then they join. These are councillors them without authority. So politics is about strategy. Politics not to rudeness. Politics na strategy. Ibrahim, and they give example. They tell me that Madrid by all the good players, they get Zidane, they get Figo, they get Beckham, they get Ronaldo, they get Raul. They all they know in cooperation because they all not play to a mind. Almost say me good person company, they play with divided mind. Ibrahim, a divided house cannot win. Politics is about consolidating members. Politics is about numbers. When they see all the FFT and they want to say, but they're not important. That man not get lie. No lie, but it's a big lie. We supposed now for the internet. Okay, we don't get electricity. We need to happy. They don't get that by court case. Nobody is saying that for 3 weeks serious. They did not court case. They did that in America. Why is matter you in the so the man they go in the dorm. The people are willing to they're not ready for problem. You will see the willingness for registration. But the people for help these people are happy. Now they will get problem. That is the problem.
Absolutely.
That is the problem. So no be fool. They need to say about style or they see that no money to come out. Who not to have us? Possibly the bus they see that no money to come out. No. When I go for your next level, we say, okay, how they take this structure now? What have you believe say you go? We all know say for go, but how did they go? What thing when I don't do for let this man go? Reading the media, who ready for get any message? But who's message that agree on follow the people? The 270,000 people, I don't expect they don't want to talk to me. They're cocky. They're rudeness. They're wicked because they affect them. If something happens, this no, they get beside the family in the room. So the family don't say as alone. Now the poor people that they get for left suffer. Brother and sisters in that jail, only people they get now after 2012 like even have you come on the free. The only way they get that, let them come out, let them get free trial, and they get sentence illegally. Seem to come back. Then the sentence only see case wrong, but the you don't get free and fair trial. We go for a statute the whole name of Augustine, so they don't sentence this, so they don't sentence them. The only hope for let them that you come out this June 24 go high for happy, right? That is the answer. On the age, not happy, happiness southeast.
Come with him, Brian. You see, by the way, guys, thank you very much for all the wishes to be done. You see, guys, you know, like what you say, so Ibrahim earlier, the problem where we get now we country, they don't make you say something at the background where you say like the people, the politicians do not respect the people. And for as long as they do not respect the people, Ibrahim, they would never fix the hospital them because they don't respect the people. They feel say they adopt them. Where if those time meets them and they die. As long as they do not respect the people, they need to fix the water. Then they say, who are able, you know, only the strong will survive. Yes. And they need to fix the water in the country. As long as they do not respect the people, thinking that the people they make decisions, they keep them in the power. You know why they do not respect them, Ibrahim? Because they come saying I rigged them, they rigged the election. They don't let the power give Madabio. They do not, as long as they continue to disrespect the people, Salon will ever better. The day when they see and say the people that the ultimate Ibrahim, then they begin to get and they do well for Salon because you know when they see and say this if not do well for the people, then it goes way out. But right now, the power do not belong to the people. Then they call it no more democracy. But now what's that, Ibrahim?
If it is.
But you see the lies them. One of the lies them would they go, Ibrahim. That the fact that they say we say, oh, this is not the APC people that they believe this too. And Escoma don't finish this election for Madabiyu. Yeah. This is what they say. Oh, and Escoma, Obasanjo, when I had the godfather in Nigeria. Obasanjo, I support it against Tinubu. But today, Nigeria election, you know, able kind of like, you know, to go, it supports Peter Obi.
Yeah.
Did it influence anything? Yes, they depend today like up and down. But it influence anything? If Obasanjo, who is well respected in Nigeria, not able influence, not able to change the way they rig election in Nigeria. Now Salon, now they Obasanjo they can influence the election. Then they tell we say, oh, we know what we know more, and Escoma don't finish this election. This is what they believe. 270,000 people, they don't delete them. Still, every single people still believe, say, and Escoma don't finish this election for Madabiyo. That time no more than they wait. Like what's in common for the international community? We still say Masilamina, Sylvia Blyden, you're all the bad mouth the international community. Apparently, this I think this weekend or so, Vicky Rumo go interview Ambassador Rema. What did he say? He said anybody will win, then will support. You would have feel said the whole of the international community. They have a kind of like
the man statement say, the man say we don't care whoever wins. Then I look at he said we don't care whoever wins. He said then as far as he care, he said then get the vote the opposition and the government. They don't care whoever wins. And become worried and say, because that's their mandate. Comrade, that's their mandate. Not the mandate. The thing is, Cashbox, if I crop it back, crop it belly. The mandate not to say when they attack them consistently, nobody's defending them. Now we can talk. Now we can attack them. Cashbox, one day, me, I don't see. They say the Aribo where they catch the rich man. They tell me say the rich man powerful passer. This rich man I powerful Aribo. Now he tells me the rich man powerful passer. What are they catch the rich man? Now the first thing is that the House of Parliament say that man they bulldoze. This government they bulldoze you they catch rich man. You say the rich man powerful. What you would do now? What you will do now? When I be the rich man rich. So you see, I don't think you can see. If you look at modern politicians, they disrespect we for so we say we're not getting natural for big you. We're not getting natural for big you. That service for people already been there because they don't speak of they on the long put the deal. When I speak of them on your hand. Ibrahim, make no mistake. Salud, we are heading for the worst.
Absolutely, comrade. You know, comrade, when you talk about the respect for the people, and Kashi himself, Rob Motts for that side, the respect for the people. The reason why Salon did like a Tirina, because the people, you know, not get the kind of a respect way they deserve from the leaders, them in authority. You see, until the people get the respect we then deserve from the leaders them in authority. Salon they ever go before, and that is what we see so do like today. Because these politicians, imagine like how you say people like we don't care, we're not gonna go big to politicians till we die. We're not gonna need no politician for anything. Imagine if they treat us with disrespect, and well, picture now that that young man, that young woman, they no say all their hopes and everything, their aspiration, it in at the hand. When they look at countries, them like, yes.
Respect to the hand and the ban.
Absolutely not.
We all not get to, for so the politicians, we all not get to. You don't understand it? But believe see, that the poverty, go big and make yourself very useless now. For like the way Catholic talk so. It's the man that they're ready for go talk for the medical bill. And not of the government buy machine there. Buy scanning machine or improve the health condition of the parliament. So they say, hey, member of parliament, when they see and they make so they forgive them. Member of parliament them. They're not talk for the people like Ibrahim. When I know to them NPI, they all agree unanimously, all of them agree for PR system because they see the education don't go that if they allow for long go like how go so they don't get seats, they don't get space that the politicians alone. Like make them all Ibrahim agree for PR system.
Absolutely.
See, they don't vote for the ECO. But we say different. We APC, we don't talk at we every sector that we own party like election. So the military system will not say member of parliament, not say the party they choose and vote the vote that constituency who that want to represent them. That is very clear after post parties. They don't say they don't go to other trigger for trying with other problems. So even if we because we also say everything is election. And they continue to talk. And they continue to talk for emergency, we constitution talk say 2022 constitution talk say everybody will get to be position a be symbol will be this now voting. So let APC no say even the CPR system that the constituency that they get for vote that they want to represent the parliament that they know that day. No matter how they do it, that's what you get for happiness. So they have your constitution. So SLP then they select. Because this man to continue, say they don't get committee for selection. We don't get selection of course. So we get election. And the continue for reminder and say nobody they will put say that party they will know that people they tell the party this person going to our constituency.
That side you me I don't know if it goes back to respecting the people. In as much as the constitution says so, but putting a day where the constitution don't say, where like everybody kind of like the compromise. And interestingly, when you talk about the constitution to come in, one thing where I go to church yesterday, Brian. One thing where the pastor preached, where it don't left me mind at all. Where something that the Bible, they actually say, like a story where they say King Saul gonna be asked him for go kind of like kill everybody, like the Amalekites or so. Like where they say they don't sin, so God say man go destroy everything, like you every living thing he go destroy. What he go do? He left like certain animal the way they say it good for them for make it go sacrifice. Imagine it, Brian. This is the story where kind of like gets me. God asked him for go destroy everything in the land, but he used his own decision and say no, it need for left the fat animals them for make sacrifice to God. Imagine this now for sacrifice to God. Waiting can on my mind. Then when he left that thing, then God will frown at him because God asked him, he instructed him, say for destroy every living thing in the land. But he kind of like say, oh, I want please God, and he kind of like left some and go make sacrifice to God. Ibrahim, the response where I think Samuel. Now he go tell and say, God don't happy with you because obedience is better than sacrifice. Ibrahim, I was in church, waiting kind of mind. You see, now when you get politicians, and when they go dash them people, they have 500,000. Now when you get politicians, when they go buy one bag dress for them. Now when you get politicians, when they go pay school fee for them. Now when you get politicians, when the people they die, they kind of like go and go bury them, go buy Kasake for men and go bury them. Ibrahim, obeying the constitution, adhering to the constitution is better than this cheap sacrifice there. This is exactly what in Kanami Ibrahim and say, this is the situation. Imagine King Saul wanted to sacrifice to God, but he kind of like missed the opportunity, kind of like go against waiting the law, waiting the tell him for do.
Absolutely.
And exactly like they go on that salon.
Exactly.
When they go against the constitution, but they say no, hey, this not touch this person, you know. Now you get what you get, you don't go ever reach what you wait, you don't go ever reach this standard. He get money pass you, he better pass you, he gets past you. Ibrahim, the point is obeying and adhering to the constitution is better than one bag.
Absolutely. You know, Kashi, to that point where you make, so and it's, if anything, when you look at the democracy in America, when Donald Trump become president, we can be president for 4 years no more in America. The way we derail democracy across the world, because America be left handle small. There was no control. Donald Trump, it does it by rudeness. Then at Twitter, they make noise, all the foolishness, right? They enrich themselves in family, they all kind contact with all kind China and all of that stuff. So what's it happen? Democracy kind of lose its balance more. Now me make way Joe Biden come. The first way do that democracy summit. We not be invite. Even invite Sierra Leone, but invite Mayor Ivan Akisoya. But not invite the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone at the time when they go and make the nonsense with the MCC. But democracy was tested, and the reason why it's important that Sierra Leone and next Salon people, when I open my ears, when I listen to this attentively, democracy is something that should be fought for. You got to fight for democracy. Democracy, that's a thing we can no more than can put on your hand like a silver platter or a gold platter. No, it comes a time where you got to stand up for defend and protect that democracy. Now we could get leaders them in that position there. Democracy, not only way former President Nkrumah be there where they talk about good governance, there was free speech, everybody newspaper and Boku, TV, Boku, radio, Boku, all over the country, everybody for doing it. That is not really the definition itself or the true meaning of democracy itself, because at the end of the day, yes, that's so for be under normal circumstances. We all are human beings, them, responsible human beings, they don't need laws for telling them for act responsibly, right? So now the same way that when former President Nkrumah be in the power, we see how democracy did at the country. Everything was, everybody get their rights, They go to say, hey, but I lied. But we all know how the country be there. Man, they travel how they want, they cost how they want, they do it, they do nobody arrest nobody. We don't want to say them go arrest this person at the airport, so look at me, name them at the airport, and picture them at the airport. So all the foolishness then they. But at a time when they come, Marabio come, they can test democracy. Then we will leaders them. We be get a leader, we give them the tenets of democracy, the true meaning of democracy, what it's like where people forget freedom. They're not able to defend them brothers and sisters, and they like it today. With some man they in exile, then they Guinea, then they Gambia, then they Banjul, then they Ghana, then they in exile. They're not able to come home. They're not able to come Sierra Leone, because if they can't Salon and they phrase it, either then kill them or then go arrest them and then lock them up. We get leaders them we're not able to say, you know what, I go to Guinea, I go take all my brother and sister there, where then they in exile, because then they afraid say they go lost their life. Let me bring them come, bring them come inside our country, let them come back home to Sierra Leone. No leader of the opposition able for grab and say no Sierra Leone are not for they in exile because of because they stand up and participate in their own democracy, using the democratic right for participating in the democracy. No citizen should endure that kind of low level treatment there, like a slave. Your country where you born, for the day, because if you talk, you participate in the democracy, you say democracy is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people. So that is the salon we get delicate today. At a time when they for defend democracy, we get leaders then we see them, they bulldoze them. Therefore, they cannot defend democracy. So let the people bear no more with the suffering and the pain. Let the people bear with the hardship. Let the people bear with the difficulty. Let the people just sit down, let them manage, because what you do, they own cup the butter, they own cup full up, then they eat, their family okay. They all like how they say sometimes some man gets a visa already standby for them and picking them. But the majority and the bulk of Sierra Leoneans, then we not get the access, then they we not get opportunity for. Some man want for more born and not get passport. If it's waiting a passport, who say get for go, not get no side for go. Then at the country, these are the same people they use and abuse, and they can't dance for them, shake for them. They like it today, no matter what you will say. These people are able to protect the democracy in Sierra Leone. We get leaders, they're not able to talk. I see them, they celebrate now. European Union poll report. States Department poll report. This poll report, I say, look there, why? From 19 Jubilee, when they report, they come out. Whether they make them sabi, but they report them. Now, we this way make them sabi, but reports. But over the years, constantly, then they give man the opportunity. When I get leaders, they will go now meeting them. The ECOWAS Parliament, as an example, we get an opportunity for go discuss exactly what the European Union report say, what the Amnesty International report say. Then leaders, then they would go peace. Would have left the previous day. Would have able to ask them, say, hey, bo, but when they glad for reports. And I feel say, their reports there, yeah. when I feel say na for safe, yes, it's nice because they go down on the documentation. But at the end of the day, when I ask myself, say the government's coming, then get what you take, then go ready for push the in case they are. Because they call the Amnesty International don't take us so in a serious government, in a serious opposition, the leaders now opposition now, I didn't tend they are, political parties now, they tend they are.
I want to interrupt you quickly when you talk about this amnesty report. So, waiting people don't understand, and wanna excuse me because every time something happen, I they look at the economy, the impact on the economy, Ibrahim. For make dollar the day usa day so, for rest day up so, and it's all because of this report, Ibrahim. Their report there is so distasteful, and it damage like any appetite for investment. Ibrahim, why is it that people in the sit down, then they wait for make their reports they have been written about Salon, where it be say it is preventable? And the way it is preventable, it's like what you they talk so. These people, the parliament, will stand up against these things from happening in the first place. Because when it happen, it's the calls for make Idris Elba not go open the Bond Island. When it happen, now in the make like even when people like come for invest in a salon, then they ask for only their contract because now they get the sharp side to the left. So why can't we prevent it by the parliamentarians standing up against the wrong things so they think they happen? Not so well when the reports come out, when they dance, they gladly say, hey, that's what the reports say for bad thing there. Because take this thing they clean up, Ibrahim. It don't make 10 years delay for make people not can invest in a salon. It don't destroy people's appetite for can invest in a salon. So why can't you prevent it? No, why were they glad for their reports there? May they write them. Why the people in authority, like the institutions, them not go stand up? So these kind of reports they not go come out about salon. Why? But when the reports come out, the opposition they gladly say, hey, that's what they say about salon. How does that make sense? Say this thing they wipe off. Now 10 years delay. 200 lives.
You know, Ibrahim, I don't think I say German against every democracy in the world in the test time.
Yeah.
Every democracy in the world in the test time. We don't see at the same time what's happening in America as box. We don't see in the UK what's happening now, but it's just really like it's possible but we have get strong history, members of parliament and also the department. Then happen and they say, oh, now like policemen and the prosecutor ban the guard from the battle and the prosecutor say, no, you make party. You make law. See, so that's a democracy that you in the test. What they make, you know what? La people the challenger, la people the resistance, people we get the authority for challenger and for challenger. Salon at the other way it's cash box. They will tell you say, hey, the government they bulldoze, the president they bulldoze. If you hear what they talk say, hey, now because can't you look like right now? You know, like London Met Police, like the labor rights. Damn report for if you not be careful, they get tendency for even ban the Met Police.
Yeah, comrade, you the echo small bit. Now, your PC you use of Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. We don't lost comrade. But yeah, Kashi, you know, that's the thing, you know.
It gets me clear now, right?
It better. It not be too bad. Not say too bad. It's just where the echo. I'm just wanting to know more.
At the time for talk about as a democracy all over the world, they in the test time.
Yes.
In recent years, we don't see what's happening in America with Donald Trump insists who test democracy. I test democracy.
Donald Trump do
the test democracy. If you know to be American as strong now, country the institution are very strong. People and the challenge, including vice president, say no, you need to mess up watching forefathers and non-build for over the years. America, like what's on for one was pass alone. Who see now UK, we don't see him. Ibrahim, now people in the challenge democracy. No part that don't know the democracy safe. Now challenge the challenge for make us safe.
Bruh.
That's not the sacrosanct fact.
Absolutely.
But we don't country. I always tell us say the Ariugo who believe say then they catch the rich man. When you go inside, now you come out say the rich man buffalo. You know you go catch up. You can't tell say the rich man buffalo passer. So Ibrahim, because for like we say government they bulldoze. Well, if you government they bulldoze, would that for stop government for bulldoze?
But comrade, we they see all over Africa. Then they see Salon. Matter of fact, now Salon I would share the most. Even in countries, I don't think they can share them. Then protest them, which the whole Salon go share. With then leaders, then they step up. With then leaders, then they front of the protest from like.
Hey, see Ghana, you say Ghana MP then, but we then talk. Ibrahim, let me tell you something one of the funniest thing. So when them follow the talk for so today, what we the talk for? Oh, you see, me and you, If we want to know for that, how Alpha can the of flame, we get the platform for that show. Let it welcome you and we let capacity na lungi or no come salon. But the choose them pull in the time. So then they cost yourself.
Yes.
For the talk for their own future. See, enough for happy so brothers and sisters not for suffer. So then they na Asia not to see them willing for the day. So they go to them who could see sisters every day. By the way, that they do we interview them in Far and Lebanon. You don't die.
Able.
Yes.
Able.
You don't die. Then this year I get the message. With them in Far and photo interview.
So
imagine.
Enable for able. Come read that picking up that skill so able be.
So imagine all that here. Who they talk. Now then same so other people answer all of them because when they appreciate what they do, they not say we just say the truth. So democracy, Ibrahim, as we always talk and say, there's no democracy that don't know the way safe. Now a student and they make us safe.
You know,
America,
comrade,
UK,
comrade,
police are prosecute.
Comrade, don't go too far. We talk about speaking so bad. Comrade, let's just stretch on this, comrade. This news we share with me is very sad. Comrade, we extend with sincere condolence to that family day first of all. We lost them, then girl picking. So, you know, hopefully enough people will listen to these messages for able to understand. Say, comrade, let tell people comrade, they left with sister, they left. We know say then go say Ibrahim. Now we don't know.
And somebody call me and say, hey, comrade, when I thank you, that people have been talking about you don't die. I shock, you know. I feel bad.
Comrade.
Because we've been raised campaign for let them pull another country. Well, now so don't see back and say sisters and die na the same Liban or Bako.
Yes.
They say the house born or that thing. You don't see where then look, Mama they don't be a Guinea. Where then Tunisia begin target Africa there. Now NSSF go take all the people there. Take flight. This short car don't cancel, don't buy a flight for Guinea.
I tell you.
Now NSSF go take people there. The little leader when NSSF go take people in there Guinea say no. Me people let all come. Now NSSF go take them. We take today. Mother be don't go Liban. I did go medical. If you know, but let me tell you something, Ibrahim. They say you get for respect yourself, for let them respect you. People as alone understand the problem. But this is poverty. They're not born with them. So what they are doing is just a covenant. If you go check who them come out, them home they come out, it will say you better pass them. So when they come, that's what when they misbehave.
Absolutely.
If you have a high family, the person they get on a salon, so man, they even here for ton castle or even for ton look at it, man. We got to give the opportunity, then don't come out from poverty. Then say, well, me, the team has upper. Now, like we, then say, force is slapping the sector and gap. I will come make poverty, problem. Now, in the happiness, I Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Most of that in this governance place, I not to say them come out of home. When I put home, then they can destroy.
Exactly.
Villager, and change the system. You feel the pain and can't change the system. Say, what you mean feel level or not feel that? Then they make an answer, no, this if I don't now is sickness, like if I don't human poverty for human problem, whether they poor for that remain poor, whether they don't get for the men get, whether they remain for thief and for remain for thief. And that can also should identify by.
Naim, comrade. You see, these are all the signs of bad governance. Let me could say defend and protect democracy. Comrade Takashi, there is no reason why we brothers and sisters then for they go through the Mediterranean Sea, they go through temple run, all kind of things just for reaching the shores of overseas for seek greener pasture. Because waiting the country, we need for provide, employment opportunities. We need for create a society. We go for, bring out the best out of our citizens. Them young picking them, but within them prime 19, 20, 21. Then they run for go be. They rather for go be house boy. Now other man country than they even did at their own country for them for do the best that they could because within the society, creating the opportunity for them.
Will any of these politicians them sister them picking them they now Lebanon will they go through this pain?
Comrade, it's possible to say them sisters and far away family.
Yeah, far away family. When they one shot them up, say yes. Just go. The one they wouldn't not care about. Like when they just one shot them up. Ibrahim. Hey God, again it goes back to the point where we say now about the people. If Salon people are not demand respect from these people, from these politicians, Ibrahim, they will continue for dialect proper. That's it.
Comrade Ekashi, look at how the parliament don't pass all kind of laws. We don't disenfranchise a lot of small political parties that are the country delicate today. Waiting do because these two political parties, when you don't get a society, when they feel say it's all about them, fine, so be it, right? America get Republicans and get Democrats, two only, right? It's difficult for come and break through. But the system they work where they make self matter, they think for go make political party. Why me for think for go form another political party? No. the system works. The Democrats, they hold the Republicans accountable. The Republican, they hold the Democrats accountable. You see, say the politics when they play, not so by party, by peer, by pigeon, by peer. You see, say hypocrisy not inside. You see, say where this man a leader of the opposition to God and his day, they put in foot down because you know what you know saying people they will vote for him to God and this day. They watch you every movement. If you shake, then they correct you. You know they see them back in that office day because the democracy they woke. Now I make people not worry about that, but Sierra Leone and Africa, until we get what we really look for, we cannot rely on two political parties only because that is what they don't bank on. Now I make if you look at how they hold lower level elections, then they rig the elections them against other people, and because then they try to get a cabal. They want to build that fort together. This that to we self now within what we do now we do. What we don't done later we can't beg we self. All man we can apologize. We go move on back. After all, the party now the most important thing. For now, Lord just misbehave no more. Take away the rights them. We go to the south and the southeast. We look the indigenous them, the people that we get in area and they we that area and the indigenous them. You know we get the area and they we go say okay at the lower levels. So allow them. Let them control the elections and then part of the country and they we go back. We go beat them back in their own region side and they would expect a political party for say you for you know so they don't take the people for granted. They don't value the people anymore. When you get these kinds of two political parties, if they were working for we people 60 years later, look at Singapore compared to Sierra Leone. Today we will not get 24-hour electricity, we will not get clean drinking water, we will not get access to healthcare. We picking at the sick, but one they die, we will not get better hospital them. All of these things here 60 years later, the things that we will not for they think about building on adding more on some of the stuff that we have, but we not get nothing. Road infrastructure. God bless former President Nkrumah and the APC. We give you some roads. We they implement them project and the way they meet, or then complete the new one they will themselves come with. But look at what's in the happened in the Katrina Salon. Everything is standstill. We don't retrogress back. We don't go beyond back for a few years. Waiting to because they feel say no more. Now two political parties going for dominate that states. The APC now party. At the end of the day, we go for make sure say yes. Not a party we put above everything else. It's the interest of the country that they can force. Which don't kill Salon like today. We make the SLPP continue for destroy winner because people put all their hope in a political party, thinking say it's about the political party, not to the country interest. This political party will come from this side.
That brings yourself to a normal conversation. You see Salon, we get to know Salon for Salon will be agree. That means Salon will be get I think the highest intermarriage now will be get they married Limba married they married Kono married Fula married Madingo, you know. We agree. We see politics driving that side. They can pull that day. They make the unity of we by as a nation. It don't that unity first for court of in don't not in a salon not ever unite any longer because tribally we don't make policies on that value. Not just in region, in tribe. Ibrahim, the last hope of Salon, we in the breach of Sierra Leone and religious tolerance. It's still laziness, Ibrahim. Laziness. From politicians, the way they don't work their salt, then they go preach tribe for like then see you say if you belong to this tribe for let people and vote for you, or go preach religion. We don't see consistently they don't make the houses of God a campaign ground. We see gentle they go talk. If they talk for saying a Muslim, let them vote for them because he's a Muslim. They let them vote for because they're a Muslim or because in a Limba or in a Ting or in a Fulaman or in a Mindeman, then they vote for because what they offer. Abraham has this slide them to press list. You know nothing funny about that press list. Slide belongs to them. See why Imam go preach now. They say preach against the government. They suspend them. They hold all the says and the SLPP Imam cancel. Slide no pull press list for them to say. Oh no, they sec Fumba. They all talk against sec Fumba. We been the preach. They all talk. He make a video. We condemn that Imam. We the Imam say anybody they rule this. We they rule. God they ask it what I rule the people. But slide no be able to press list and the bottom say we demand like fundamental right for talk. Ibrahim. We don't look Nigeria. Pastors, Imam, and the preach amongst against government. Nobody will rule them. But we tend to go talk. Then because the foundation tend to take so we capitalize on saying a Muslim. Abraham, they wrote to genocide. Now the so tribal line for Sunat and the campaign. We don't come to the kind of religion. So the two things we hold country together. Now the publish so. What it make people like to believe in the tribe or in the religion or in the region for let them vote for you? Why you not for believe what you want to offer to the people? What you want to offer as a person? What you want to do as a person? That info important. Not to voting, not to the tribe I belong to. Abraham, look, just go no more. Look, go to 20 election. Tell the tribal leaders have been done as alone. We see how the voting pattern happen. We see how happy in Akona, we see how happy in Gambia. We see how happy in the southeast. We see how happy in the north. So tell us say that they don't do. The unity don't do. Now the religion has to be cancelled back. Was even now saluting that constitutional now is some position, we don't give Christian, let them give Muslim, we don't give Muslim, let them give Christian. All of that law. None of the constitution, just laziness. And for trying to film 10 grounds. America, who will do so? We will manage for council. Then they look at the video first come up before the election as president. UK, then they look before they decide will come up for the election as president or run a bit. No, then they look at the ability. The company don't believe in the ability. They don't go link up religion. They don't link up tribe for let them see them. Ibrahim, Saloon, the worst is said to happen. I'll keep saying this thing.
Ibrahim, come with like what you just say. So, I think that's very, very crucial because when you look at the whole thing, like the word we use now, because of laziness, make politicians then they use the thing they are Ibrahim and Comrade. Again, what's in make people in the spy in school? Now laziness. If you don't study, you go obviously do things them when all right. You fail way, now you go right now your leg, now you go right now your palm, now you go right under you scat, now you go take paper, you cut her, you hide them under your trousers, where exam time reach because you were lazy for study. You were lazy. Interestingly, my papa be just one thing where he always they say, where he always they tell me in our house. He said, "Full man who says man on the bonam." He believed that. I'm not sure if I believe that. He said in the bonam. He said it's all about the efforts where you make. If you not study for exam, it like how you get sense. Yes, some people go study less than comprehend better. So money go get, but always it say you need to know your level and see and say, me, I need to put in more time. Now laziness now make people and they use tribe, religion, region, everything. It is because of laziness. It is not about the policy. Even then country there, when they talk about ethnic diversity. Yes, when they talk about ethnic diversity, not so because of like the why use them for saying. No, now because of the policy, they want to promote like the ethnic minorities them for kind of like occupy space in our society, make them be relevant. They are not so because of like they say, oh, I want them vote. It is about like with the policy, what in them believe, what they know they talk about all this while. The problem when we politicians and get now we country, it is laziness. This is the reason why they cannot go out there to the BBC, AYV, Al Jazeera, VOA, and talk about issues that would happen. Like you go back to come with you they talk. How like the same way SLPP Imam Council, the slide, they pull press release and talk against them thing and they. All that thing and they, yes, it is cool for many kind of like pull press release and talk about these things. But you see, like for many people like gentle them. You see, young guy them way again, then guy there, they be the APC, now the commodity SLPP. This is the game. They do not believe anything. Always they just want to find the weakest link outside the people. But again, waiting people again for vote on. For me, they say, oh, gentle, you get money. For me, they say, gentle, it help people. For me, they say, gentle, if they buy one bag dress, gentle, it pay school fee. This is the problem with Africa. We not actually saloon. We not actually believe in the policies them. Wait for make them picking they get quality education. Comrade, I mean they talk to like, me cousin in there. They talk about like school. Comrade, and they tell you, I believe say it pass 50%, or especially free term. It pass 50% of picking them. We know they go government school. Comrade, I'm telling you, I like Narendra Gamina private school themselves, but I tell you, people do not trust this education system. I get to understand. Say, when they tell me, they say even the government school them, they say that they pay the teachers them, then they ask for money for waiting, for punishment, but then they ask for money, then they give them money just in case like you begin misbehave or something like that. Then they ask for money. 50% of family, especially free-term, I strongly believe that they send them picking and go private school. They do not trust. At times I can tell them, I say, "Oh, wait, we all go government school. Why is it that una they can una picking and all go private school?" But yet still we get like ministers then when they tell we say they get 3.1 picking and where they enjoy the free and quality education. Again, do we have the people and where they go check the statistics and know almost speaking them we get our country? We do not know. Almost speaking away now, we get our country. We see mother be your tell we and install what's there. Then we they believe. The minister will talk say the minister, and I saw you like AYB, the minister of education they talk say that 3.1 million picking them. Then when Samuel Babangua come, when he try to ask another follow-up question, he say, oh, according to recent research, 2.7 million picking them, then they enjoy the free and quality education. Again, comrade, all these things, we don't talk about it. When the last, not the president say each speaking, they save like $500 $500 each speaking every year. So again, if it is 3.1 million picking them, Ibrahim and comrade, that is $1.5 billion when the government they spend. And when it's salon economy, now $350 million will they make every year. How can you be spending more than what the country they make in education? All these things, we don't say them in there, but again, as the people kind of like comprehend the messages and make decision on it, they don't know. How can you be spending more than waiting the country they make? You said 3 billion picking free and quality education. That is now 1.5 billion. Yeah. Because according to they say $500, but the country barely they make $400 million every year. How can you? The people know the people that we talk them thing there, make them ensure. Even I don't know if you be the education. Do you know about 50% of picking them inside Britain? No, really, they go now private school and they go
50%. No, Kashi, me what they are to picking them na private school and they go.
Thank you.
It cost me a lot of money. It cost me heavy. The man will decide. No, Kasi, why don't put that? The man will decide like we decide over the education in Peking over school. Don't think me they can government school.
Right. That is a very heavy statistics there, Kashi. So we don't even know that. So 50% of the people in Freetown they attend private school. Oh man. Well, you see, Comrade and Kashi, I know say Comrade, we start up earlier again with the fact that we don't get, if anything, that religious tolerance. Now the one thing we know for lost in our country. At least they don't enter with the tribes. We know say the tribe they play a very heavy part when it comes to politics, in as much as we try for discourage people and politicians them not for practice tribal politics, but come with ideas to the people. When you get government, mean saying now all you tribesmen, they don't know if you bring camp put in a government. Now we don't call for an ethnic audit into all the MDAs, them ministries, departments, and agencies across the country, Sierra Leone. Now go check. Parliament gets a responsibility for oversight, not a responsibility that for check. When people call the members of parliament and go check, say, let's go see about the people that they talk if not true. When they say they fire people and they sack people, and say this government office here, we look at the ranks them from the top all the way to the bottom, the executive, they all are one tribe. Now parliament's responsibility for protect the democracy along that line, for go check for themselves and see and find and bring a finding out and discuss them and see how they can able to get a balanced government within the society. Not a responsibility, but now we see say they don't reach the side where they don't begin go practice that religious kind of division, divisive message. Now they go to mosque, they tell, they say Muslims are unemployed and this and that, all that stuff. And you see Sierra Leone, oh man, the problem will get that the country when you get government the way they apply the laws, when it comes to certain people, then it
I want even challenge gentle on that side. I want to say the Muslim population today, now the majority in a salon, 70 to 75%. Now the Muslim population, 70 to 75%, then a salon population Muslim.
Fact.
So how you go tell me say the one way they get the majority population at the unemployment, and they tell you this Ibrahim vividly. All this other one work from the ministry or even the other agencies, the way they say Friday, if you now like when they say Friday, I give example like wellness. Then get side where they make for prayer inside it for prayer Friday inside it. But they don't get how they make it for goes on this service because of the need to work. In a state house, they build a mosque inside state house for them people they pray. Go see, but they don't build church inside state house because some don't need to work. Now MOD then build a mosque day inside MOD for let people they pray because they don't see the Muslim population the poku. So how you go say the unemployment rate? Not that Muslim that are there. Me a Muslim. Me not to combat system. Me a Muslim from origin. So the population of the Muslim say not the highest unemployed. How was it 1% of the country population seen at the highest unemployed? Now lie. All that for make confusion, Ibrahim. All that for lie. for their chief politics. They don't from tribe, they don't know the tribe, they're not gonna find religion for lying out. This is a very big lie. It's danger for society, it's danger for country.
It is. It's very dangerous. And besides Comrade and Kashi, I can tell you this: some of the richest people in Sierra Leone are Muslims as well, and they employ a lot of people in that country, regardless of being Muslims or Christians. But check some of the go do a statistical survey right now. Go do a sampling. Now go look all the markets them. Or then shop them along Sanyabacha Street and this and that. The one that we don't know then Lebanese or Indian own. Watch the people that we get. Most of them and they will get the Muslim folks them. So fight for the come and talk then kind of about where when it comes to the politics. Put away religion and put away tribe when it comes to politics. Talk about your agenda, talk about your plan, talk about your vision, where you get for move the country forward. Let me go with the kind of I would tell when I say salon people we want for uplift to we give a civic education for
that's the point. Apart from money where people in the claims agent to get. Waiting else in the bring come at the table. Apart from money, waiting really else in the bring come at the table.
A very good question.
For politics, waiting else.
Kashi, to be honest with you, and I understand your point, and you get a very solid point. But it's not like let gentlemen say we're not attacking him as a person per se, right? We're attacking his statement, and
but the laziness with the attack,
right? Absolutely,
and the laziness,
right.
It's as a result of him not having message.
Yeah,
that is why. He's talking about those things.
That's very dangerous.
Like if he gets any proper thing for face at the table, he would not talk about religion
absolutely.
Or tribe or anything.
Absolutely.
He would talk about the things the way they bring come.
Yeah. And talk about Freetown. How you plan for? Tell me what's in the mayor don't do all these 5 years, Mayor Ivan Akisoya, where you feel say do better, where you can do more pass. Go do your campaign, man. And just talk about those issues. We get a lot of problems at our capital city. You know, in a construction business you do. They say now you get all kind of contractor, the former President Koroma. They say that you get money and say you worth over $100 million. But you didn't have Freetown capital city where for supply water getting people. You didn't have Freetown where we see the road them across the country, across Freetown right there. Now you make all the road and they tell we say that you don't make all the road and they with you resources where you get through your company and stuff like that. Tell me what you do, what you
$100 million. This man cannot. Even Idris Elba, when they go in Mount Island, now $25 million he worth. He buy $25 million. If that's worth $100 million, one country, no hospital no get CT scanner when they sell 50.
Right, you know what's that in contract with India? We make money by a salon. It's $10 million.
Hey, wait, and
the project in India for people that alone, no $10 million project.
Right. Yeah, we don't say no.
$10 million project. We like making money.
Yeah,
I see the nurse don't find the line for follow people like Ibrahim. But what I say, Salon will last hope and religious tolerance. Now make we Muslim die, Christian they go, Christian die, Muslim go. Only they accept. Church to Moscow go visit yourself.
Yeah,
no problem.
Absolutely.
We allow any reckless politician for destroy that beauty of nation for we hold on, people they not to themselves. People they don't build up for many years. When I come on foolishness on a tribe. When I can't go on a region, when I can't go on a politics, when I plan at the house of worship. But the one that said the religious leader are the problem. If not, you need to go sit down, begin talk. Matter of fact, mosque, not a place for whom you can call Ibrahim. That's how the man is supposed to do so. They working up Ibrahim religiously, the front row of every mosque now for landed people there. No disrespect. Why may they say landed people there for the behind said Imam if in case the Imam died, somebody will go take his space. But now when politicians go, even if you're a Christian, it goes to front me at the Imam, then get at the member they talk. Hey boy, if I'm there, they will just play. They know what they install. No. I don't know for what in the mortgage this country. Trust me. Anyway.
Anyways, Comrade Kashi, well, I think so good left on our bra. Kashi, do you have the lost comrade?
Yeah, I think we should leave it here. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We will continue this conversation. It's all about civic education. Sierra Leoneans them, I want to say, una the people them una valuable. I want to say you're valuable, and when you're valuable, it means they for respect you. You forget the respect what you deserve. We know say they don't keep it under poverty. For make sure say una continue for suffer and rely on them only because when you poor, you look to who get forgive you. Then they make able for go and go get jobs and then come and take care of our family, protect our family. Them I want for protect them. Families are getting scattered all over that country. The woman they left man, house man they left woman, picking and they go fiti bokuna the community them waiting because of poverty. And with poverty bokuna nation waiting they happen so cost like in the day. And this is the problem we get like in a salon. I make we go for fat for make sure so we get leaders them. We go lift way out of poverty. Let everybody be self-reliant. So you know go rely for going bigger. We can money, they go and pass to the office, then they go and beg. They go give money, then they can cost on social media. You go talk to people, you go talk to them, not true what people they talk all kind of foolishness and nonsense. Which because of a poverty mindset. So we understand it and I make we come and talk to her. Civic education is key. Bye bye everybody. We'll talk to her back later. All right.